The world's going to change tonight, Doctor. Happy Halloween.
Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, the night no one comes home.
Season of the Witch.
Hey guys, so I just finished watching Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, starring Tom Atkins, Stacey Nelkin, Dan O'Herlihy, Nancy Kyes, aka Nancy Loomis, just a small cameo, and Dick Warlock as the assassin. Now, Dick Warlock played Michael Myers in Halloween 2. He's back playing a completely different person, as was Nancy Loomis, aka Nancy Kyes. Directed and written by Tommy Lee Wallace, produced by John Carpenter and Deborah Hill. Filmed in 1982. So, Halloween 2, Michael Myers was pretty much dead and buried in that film, or, burned alive. So John Carpenter, what he wanted to do was kind of take the series in a different direction. No longer a series about Michael Myers. He wanted to make an anthology series. So every Halloween would be getting a new Halloween movie, and each story would be different. This was the first one that they wanted to try. It bombed miserably. Mustafa Aked is now part of the production team. He will be with the franchise from here on out for most of the series. And yeah, it didn't really turn out too well. So that's why we do get the return of Michael Myers in part 4. But this one as itself, it's kind of divided amongst fans. It is a cult favorite. A lot of people do love this film. It never has been a favorite of mine. It was kind of like the black sheep of the Halloween family because it hasn't got Michael Myers in it. With the subsequent sequels that we do get, it does firmly become a Michael Myers franchise. So this one without Michael Myers is just a little weird. Basically, the plot is this. The Silver Shamrock Company is producing on a mass scale these masks, the Silver Shamrock mask, which they are distributing across the country for all the kids to wear on Halloween. There's like a skull one, a witch, and a pumpkin. They're selling like hotcakes, so they've got a pretty big, massive marketing campaign. We've got this little TV jingle which plays all through the movie.
Happy, happy Halloween, 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 happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
The marketing is that on Halloween, the kids are going to be able to sit down and watch this show from the Silver Shamrock Company wearing their masks. So we open up with this guy on the run. He's a costume shop proprietor. He's running away from these guys. They're all dressed in their like really nice suits. No, not really nice. He gets attacked by one of the goons. He niftily crushes this guy between two cars, makes his escape. He is hurt significantly enough to go to hospital where Tom Atkins works. And while he's there, one of the other suited goons gets in and promptly kills him by, sticking his fingers in through his eyes and just pulling his skull out through his face. That'll do it. So this guy's been murdered. Tom Atkins doesn't know what the hell's going on, and then this young woman who turns out to be the daughter of the guy approaches him wanting help. So the two of them start investigating the murder to try and find out what's going on. Ultimately leads them to Dan O'Herlihy, primarily known to a lot of us as genre fans out there as the old man in RoboCop. He's running the Silver Shamrock Company. So they learn that there is a mass production of these masks. For some reason, I think there's like witchcraft involved from what I can gather from the film, but the masks are all cursed. So when they're on a kid and the kid sits down on Halloween Day to watch this show, it activates this little badge on the back of the mask, which promptly kills the kid, causing all types of nasty critters like snakes and spiders and maggots and all sorts of things to bust out of the kid's head and through the mask, inherently also killing the family of the kid because they start getting bitten by nasty spiders and cobras and stuff. So there's this nasty plan. So Tom Atkins is trying to stop the guy, succeeds in killing him through means. So Dan O'Herlihy buys it when the computer's in a big circle or they're connected by some kind of beam of light. They stole a portion of Stonehenge from the beginning of the movie, and they got this in the facility, and they're using that to channel the energy for this nasty curse. Another light beam comes down from the Stonehenge stone. Meet in the middle. Poor Dan O'Herlihy's there, and he kind of vanishes. Tom Atkins then tries to call the TV station to pull the TV commercial from the air, and it ends on a final note of him trying to unsuccessfully get through, pull it off the air, don't show it. And then it cuts because then the TV show does screen, and then you can only imagine that kids and families all across America have been killed. The end. And that is a brief summary of Halloween Season of the Witch. This movie is interesting. It is interesting. It's got a nice look to it. Dean Cundey returns once again for the cinematography role. So the movie does look pretty. The aesthetics are there. It's nice. I really like the look of films made in the late 70s and early 80s. That aesthetic is really appealing to me. So yeah, the film does look really nice. But the story itself is just odd. I mean, I can understand where they wanted to go with this series, because at this point they didn't know that Michael Myers was going to be the superstar that he was going to become. And at this point in time, as far as I know, Michael Myers is dead. He died in the previous film. So they want to move forward and keep, making films. So the anthology route is a good idea. But this movie just kind of tanked so badly at the box office that they kind of just nixed all that and decided that their bread and butter was actually Michael Myers, who does feature in this film. It's kind of weird because Halloween, the movie, is actually featured as a movie in this film. There's scenes where, because it's Halloween is actually playing on the TV set and the characters are viewing this as they walk by the TV set. It's in between that jingle, that ad for the Silver Shamrock. So there's one scene where Tom Atkins is actually captured by Dana Hurley, tied up to a chair, and has one of the, I think it's the skull mask, is put on his head, and he's tied up to this chair and the TV's on so that he will be witnessing the ad and, therefore die. He's got the TV on, and then the Halloween theme starts over the top of the scene. So that was really cool. It was a nice use of the Halloween theme in a new movie, which had absolutely nothing to do with Michael Myers. So Tommy Lee Wallace, who was actually married to Nancy Loomis at the time, is a director that I have enjoyed his films. He directed Fright Night Part 2, which was a fun film. He featured as a ghost in The Fog, and he directed the It miniseries from 1990, which is a big fan favorite. So he has done some genre work that people really appreciate. And this one, like I said, does have a fan base. It's not as good as the other movies. It's just, if it had another title above it, if it was just called Season of the Witch, then this movie might have had more of a chance. But having that Halloween moniker above the title, being part of the Halloween franchise, is kind of, like I said, the black sheep of the family, so it's just going to be ostracized by a lot of fans. Like I said, I'm a massive fan of the series. This one, I haven't seen it a lot. This was my first time watching this in a long time. I could barely remember what it was about. Going in, I thought the masks actually made the kids killers, and they'd kill all the family and friends. But no, the mask actually kills the kids, and then through some kind of supernatural means, all these creatures come out of the kids' heads and kill the family. So there's that. So did I enjoy it? Yeah, it was fine. There's so many weird things going on in this film, like all the guys in suits, turns out that they're robots. So we've got witchcraft and black magic and a supernatural atmosphere about the film, because we're using black magic to kill the kids. And also we've got some technological advancements where we've got realistic humanoid robots who are going around killing people. But there are some good kills in this. It is more violent than I remembered. We got heads being ripped off, people getting drilled in the head, car crushing, and a few other interesting scenarios. There's a scene where Tom Atkins is actually fighting off a killer robot. He dismembers the robot and he's still getting attacked by the limbs. It was fine. I don't really, it's a weird one. I don't want to offend anybody out there who really, really loves this film. I don't. Giving Halloween 3, the Season of the Witch, a score. I'm going to give it a 6. Its heart was in the right place. The cinematography, like I said, was nice. Tom Atkins, I really enjoy him. I've been a fan of his ever since he turned up in Lethal Weapon. Great film. And also a massive fan of Dana Hurley, like I said. So having some of my beloved actors in this film from a long time ago, yeah, it has got some points going for it. But ultimately, the story is just kind of super weird, and I really did miss Michael Myers. So yeah, I can't really recommend it too much, but being a completist and it's part of the set, so I'm going to have it. I don't know how many times I'm going to revisit it, but I'm glad I got it. It's in the family where it belongs, I guess. Anyway, guys, thanks for checking into my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
It's time, kids. The clock is ticking. Be in front of your TV sets for the Horror-thon.
Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. Silver. Oh, I'm not giving out a try into that.